It would not be useful for me at all. Cover the exact spot that I actually have hair. So funny. Let me put this on and show you the actual coverage it gets. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I have a treat for you. This is for all of my topper friends out there. If you wear toppers, then finally your time has come. Today I'm gonna show you two different Belle Tress toppers, so you're not gonna wanna miss that. Now, before I jump in, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna be exploring two different Belle Tress toppers today. Now, when it comes to Belle Tress's toppers, they typically have two different topper styles in terms of the cap that it has. They will have their lace front version, and then they'll have their non-lace front version. So I have one of each of those so we can see the differences. Let's start with their lace front options. So these are called their lace front monotop toppers. Now, this particular cap style that we see here, it comes in a 14-inch straight version, which this one is. It comes in a 14-inch wavy version. It comes in an 18-inch straight version and an 18-inch wavy version. And now it also comes in a 6-inch version for all of you pixie lovers out there. So all of those lengths and styles in terms of straight or wavy, they'll all come with this cap here. So let me walk you through it. Because it's called lace front mono top, we are, surprise, surprise, gonna have a lace front and a mono top. So if you're unfamiliar with that, the lace front is what gives you the ability to pull it off of your face while still maintaining that natural illusion of scalp right at your hairline. Lace front toppers are an excellent choice for anyone who's experiencing thinning in the front of their hairline. Maybe they have a receding hairline, or maybe they just have just really thin hair there and they almost want to replace their hairline. So in that case, a lace front topper would be there to replace their hairline. Now, that's not to say that if you still do have enough hair there, you can't wear a lace front, because you sure can. All you would have to do is pull your hair back a bit and then place your topper on top. But typically, a lace front topper would be most ideal for someone who doesn't have much of a hairline or whose hairline is thinning. Okay, we also have this mono top. So the mono top is really great for changing your part. If you're someone who loves to change their part around, or if you want a left part or a right part, the world is your oyster when it comes to parting versatility on these lace front monotop toppers. Now, something else we have on these lace front monotop toppers are these wefts around the perimeter here. And of course, on these wefts, you're gonna find these 4 pressure sensitive clips that will clip into your own bio hair. Now, just as a note, in case you're brand new to toppers, I'm someone who would not benefit from a topper, and that's because I don't have my own hair coming out of my head to attach this to. It would not be useful for me at all. And you'll see in a minute when I put it on to show you the coverage that it will give you. So now in terms of coverage, we're gonna have 6.5 inches wide by 6 inches long. So from your front hairline to the back of the base here. So before you get any topper, make sure you measure the amount of hair loss you either have or the amount of area that you want to cover, making sure there's still enough room to clip in these clips here. Okay, let me put this on and show you the actual coverage it gets. I love these Belle Tress toppers because they are a really natural density. You're not gonna feel like you have a whole like mop of hair on top of your hair. They are a good coverage with a natural density. If you are familiar with something like Top Billing by Raquel Welch, you'll find that Belle Tress's toppers are a little bit lighter density, and you'll also find that within the wefting around the perimeter here, there's not going to be any permatease. So no permatease, it will all just lay very low profile with really natural coverage. All right, let's get up close so you can see the lace front here. So again, this is great for someone who needs that replacement of a hairline where you wouldn't necessarily be blending your own hair in the front. You would be pulling your own hair back and away before putting the topper on top. Now, one thing to note though, if you are experiencing some receding hairlines in the front, or you don't have a lot of hair in the front, you do have to keep in mind that there are these clips right at the front here, kind of by your temples. So what you could do if you find these clips aren't necessarily clipping into enough hair, you could always take them out and sew them a little bit farther back, but then doing so might make it so that the lace front does not lay as flat as you want it to. But you could always also use a little bit of a glue to keep the lace front down a bit. Okay, so again, this is the lace front mono top topper in the 14-inch straight version. So there's this 14-inch straight, there's the 18-inch straight, there's a 14-inch wavy and an 18-inch wavy, and then there's the 6-inch straight, all with this same cap. And I'm actually showing this in the color Bombshell Blonde, which is a really nice platinum blonde color with some light brown, almost dark blonde roots happening here. So it's a nice subtle root. I don't find them too dark in person at all. Okay, now in comparison, let's look at Belle Tress's second type of cap. And this type of cap is gonna be their non-lace front. So if you do have hair in the front that you wanna blend, this one might be better for you. This one I'm showing right now in my hand is called the Premium 100% Handmade Topper. So this also comes in a 14-inch straight, a 14-inch wavy, an 18-inch straight, and an 18-inch wavy. What it doesn't come in is a 6-inch version though. Okay, so you might see a difference right away here in the cap. So this, like I said, is the Premium 100% Handmade Topper. So it's all handmade. We're not gonna have any wefts around the perimeter like this lace front topper has. So you can see the difference. This one is completely handmade, completely hand tied, and it's all on this lace monofilament top. Also on this one is some silicone around the perimeter of your topper, and you could definitely use this to add some adhesive if you needed to. The base dimensions of the Premium 100% Handmade Topper are very similar to the lace front mono top topper. This is a 6.5-inch wide by 6.5-inch length. So it's pretty similar, off by like 1/2 inch, but always, like I said before, make sure you measure your head, make sure you measure the area in which you want to cover in terms of the hair loss you have going on, and ensure that these clips are going to be able to clip in. But that being said, you could remove these clips and find a different spot to sew them in if you had to. Okay, and let me just show you these clips. So they are pressure sensitive. They are not necessarily going to pull at your hair. They're going to be pretty gentle. But that being said, I have heard of experiences where these clips might cause something like traction alopecia, and they might create a little bit more loss where the clips clip in. That's not for everybody though. It's, you know, it's hard to tell if that will happen to you or not. But in using a topper, it's nice to know if you have enough healthy bio hair that you feel is strong enough to withstand a topper, since there are some people with a little bit more fragile hair than others. I'm showing this one in the 18-inch wavy version. So this 18-inch wavy version will be a similar style to that of the 18-inch wavy version on the lace front mono top topper. So you'll have typically the same type of waves going on in the same type of style. The difference would be in the cap itself. All right, let me put this on so you can see the coverage and the length on me. I always find it funny with toppers because toppers cover the exact spot that I actually have hair, which I think is so funny. Okay, so like I said, Belle Tress's toppers are going to have a lower density, a very natural coverage. You're not going to feel too overwhelmed by the amount of hair on it. So if you are someone who is experiencing extensive hair loss all throughout your head, you might not find that this is enough coverage for you. This would be more for early to mid stages of hair loss, I would say. Okay, let's take a look up close here. So like I said, this one does not have a lace front. So ideally, if you want this one, you would have your own hair in the front to blend it into. You'd sit this back a little bit from your hairline, and that gives you the opportunity to then pull out your own natural hair and blend it into the front of the topper. And then of course, this has a full mono top. It's all lace, it's all handmade, so you can part it anywhere you want. Now I'm wearing the color Cream Soda Blonde, which is a really nice combination of some warmer blondes and some cooler blondes, all creating this sort of neutral to ash tone, and there are no roots in this. Now, one thing to mention about Belle Tress's toppers and just Belle Tress in general is they use their heat-friendly fibers. And I'm a big fan of their heat-friendly fibers. They are always so soft. They are always very durable. And I find that they last a little bit longer than other brands and their heat-friendly fibers. But also something to note about heat-friendly fibers, which I mention all the time, I feel like it's like my little disclaimer that I have to keep written above my head whenever I talk about heat-friendly fibers, is that they tangle and they get frizzy and they get a bit clumpy. So they do need maintenance with heat in order to revive them back to their beautiful, straight, fresh out of the box look. If you neglect them and don't add heat often, I would say, then you're gonna find them to be a frizzy, clumpy mess. So almost every other wear, you might find that you need to go on the ends with a hair straightener, blow dryer brush, something to just help revive these fibers and make them beautiful and smooth and soft again. Okay, I think that's all I have to share about Belle Tress's two sort of cap options here. If you've tried Belle Tress's toppers before, I'd love to hear your experience with them. Obviously, I am not a topper wearer. I don't wear these every day. I don't have that kind of experience where I can actually give you the details on how they do from a day-to-day basis, but I can give you all of the inner workings and the details of them and sort of give you my own perspective of them. I believe these are really wonderful options, but I'd always love to know what you guys think too. Now, if you're into trying these toppers, then make sure you go and check them out on our website at chiquel.com, chiquel.ca if you're in Canada, or chiquel.com.au if you are in Australia. But for now, I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.